with Brian, the designer of the Meerkat, and he's going to walk you through his impressions of operating the Meerkat and its performance today and the other day we tested it at the landfill.
This Meerkat magnetic sweeper we designed, this is a year after we developed the Ocicat sweeper that's currently for sale on our website. And the differences between the Meerkat and the Ocicat are the Meerkat has a 67-inch sweeping width. The Ocicat has a 76-inch sweeping width, so it's got a wider sweep to it. There are no serviceable parts needed on this Meerkat. There's no hydraulic cylinders or hoses. These magnets simply pivot on these UHMW pivot bushings, so there's nothing that needs to be greased or maintained over time. The Ocicat has a hydraulic cylinder inside of it. It's all enclosed. This one, the goal was to try to keep the cost down, but also develop something that still provided really high performance. This sweeper, if you were to lift it up off of the ground, right now it's about 3.5 inches, 3 inches off the ground. If you lifted it up 11 inches off of the ground about here, it would still pick up nails from that height. The Ocicat, in comparison, will pick up nails from about 16 inches. So 16 inches versus 11. That's a lot more performance. This still offers really good performance though. It's designed with a standard Skidsteer plate on it. And it's also designed in 3 sections for a few reasons. One is to limit the amount of swinging weight when these magnets swing out. They hit a rubber pad on the back when they come into position. But also it allows us to have these steel ribs that are completely throughout the profile. So if you were to use this to push on something, or if you accidentally were pounding it into the ground, this is an extremely strong construction design. The Meerkat here also has magnets that are 5 inches thick by 6 inches wide. The Ocicat are 6 inches thick by 8 inches wide, so they're substantially larger. That's how you get that 16-inch pickup height on it versus the 11-inch pickup height on this unit.
Would you recommend the Ocicat for someone who is having a constant issue or a very severe problem that is continuous and happening all the time?
Yeah, the only time you'd buy the Ocicat in place of this is if you had something where you've got a constant process that's producing metal debris that you need to pick up.
So like a commercial wood recycler or
some type of wood recycler that's got nails all the time coming out, or some type of industrial process that's producing some metal debris all the time that constantly needs to be picked up. The Ocicat, the magnet is substantially larger at 6 and 8 inches versus 5 and 6 inches.
So the Meerkat would be suitable for someone who's using it as a service or just an occasional kind of cleanup?
Yeah, that's right. Usually the first time you use it, if you're just buying it for cleaning your own yard, you're going to pick up a lot of stuff the first time. And then after that, it's sort of more of a maintenance process. The Meerkat, one thing about the difference between the Ocicat and the Meerkat is the Meerkat, this debris digging rake is an accessory, so it doesn't come standard with the unit. So you can buy just the base model itself without the DDR if you choose. On the Ocicat, the DDR is a standard part of the product. Now I'll talk a bit about this DDR. This DDR is made out of 3/8 thick wire springs. These wire springs are meant for digging into this hard packed surface. If you have metal debris on the top of your driveway, like we've got some screws and nails here, if you've got stuff laying on top, you've definitely got stuff embedded within the surface. These teeth here will dig into the surface, and you can have them so they're hung out about 5 inches below the bottom, and you can dig in about 3 inches that way by rolling your bucket downwards. And then you can get all that stuff out that's below the surface too, not just on top. Now one thing I'll point out also is we did say that the Meerkat's not as much performance as the Ocicat, but literally if you had cases of 3/8 bolts that were a foot by 6 inches thick, it'd probably pick up 3 cases worth of those bolts all at one time. And we have another video on our site where we picked up the steel I-beam with that Meerkat. You can see the size of this beam. It's about 70 pounds. It'll pick it up the easy way on this surface, as well as it'll pick it up the hard way on the 2 flanges. You can see the size of that beam. I'm a size 13 shoe.
So picking it up on the edge makes a difference. Just why is that?
Well, you've got most of your mass is further from the magnet if you pick it up this way. You've just got small contact points. Whereas if you pick up this flange this way, you've got a nice big easy surface to grab on. So the fact that it will pick up this beam in this direction shows that even it's not as much performance as the Ocicat, there's still a lot of performance to that magnet.
There's a lot of strength in it.
A lot of strength.
What about the cute little guy on the logo?
Well, the cute little guy on the logo here was inspired by Bobcat's nasty looking cat here. It's got these evil glasses on it. We wanted to go the other way. So we've got this cute little creature here. You see he's got nice little eyes. He's actually quite fit. He's like most of the employees here at Blue Streak Equipment, where physical conditioning is a real big thing.
We don't hire anybody under 6 feet tall.
No, and we don't hire anybody under 6 feet tall or under 250 pounds.
That's right. Big dogs only.